great recipe for tonight, and we're going to be using the Spiralizer, which is one of our latest products, and I am so in love with it. I can't even tell you how exciting it is. So one of the things is, do you guys get bored with the same old meals at home? And how about, do you always think about, I wish I was cooking a little more healthy, I wish there weren't as many calories, I hate being on a diet. Does anyone?
Yes.
Okay, sounds like it. So you are going to love this. So how this works, it works kind of like a pencil sharpener. And instead of getting pencil shavings, you get these beautiful curly noodles that look good. And whenever things look good, guess what? The eyes feast first, so you're going to make your foods look a lot better. And there's such a trend toward this healthy eating and spiralizing, and also the whole idea of adding more vegetables to your diet. I think some of the new health guidelines say that half your plate should be vegetables. And most times when you think about that, you think, oh, vegetables. So this is a way that you can add a lot more vegetables to your diet. So again, it works kind of like a pencil sharpener. So what you're going to be doing is turning from the top. Now you might see spiralizers out there that work on the sideways basis. So think about, like, a sweet potato is a really firm vegetable, and you do give a little pressure to it when you're pushing down. This pepper is really easy. Cucumbers, zucchini, they're pretty easy, but when you get the firmer vegetables, you're going to be happy that you're pushing down instead of having one that's on the market and you're trying to push in and turn at the same time. So Pampered Chef spent a lot of time trying to get just the perfect design, so it's going to make your job a lot easier to get spiralized vegetables. So a couple more things, the reasons I like this, it's a sneaky way to get vegetables into your diet. If you're really working toward that slimmer lifestyle, that's one of the things you're going to like too. The other thing that happens, like 2 good-sized sweet potatoes will make like 10 cups of noodles. It fills our batter bowl over the top. So a lot of times when people start spiralizing, you might want to start with half pasta and half vegetables because it's just different. And then as you get to know how to use this, you might go to all vegetables and just continue. So there's a few different ways to cook with it. If you're cooking with vegetables, does anyone know what the percentage of water is in vegetables? Anyone?
No.
Vegetables and fruit have at least 90% water, which is what makes them healthy. So I think it's cucumber has 96%, zucchini has 95%. So you are going to be cooking a little bit different. As you can imagine, when you start to cook with noodles that have a lot of water, a lot of it's going to come out. So when you're cooking with it, you're going to, like zucchini noodles, you're going to want to cook just maybe 2 or 3 minutes, take them out, pat them dry a little bit. Or you're going to want to make your sauces really thick. So if you think you're going to use pasta noodles and zucchini or vegetable noodles the same, it's really going to come out different. One of the things I love is all the support material that Pampered Chef has with it. This is one of the little recipe booklets that we're going to send you, email you. So check out the pictures. Doesn't that look delicious? This Spiralizer does a flat noodle, it does a spaghetti noodle, and it does a fettuccine noodle. So it does all of those. Here's some more, really gives you tips and ideas on how to do it. There's also a video. So prepping your vegetables, how to do butternut squash. What are some other things you think you might be able to spiralize? Anybody?
How about beets?
Beets work great.
Beets are so good for you.
Beets are great for you, absolutely. Anyone else?
What about onions?
Onions work perfectly. You get little strands of them. In fact, the recipe that we're doing today has a spiralized onion and 2 sweet potatoes, and you're going to love it. Anyone else?
Carrots.
Carrots. What you want to do with the carrot is if you get those ones pulled right out of the garden that are big, you can use, if they're real skinny ones, you don't get the same, just because of the way it's made, you don't get quite as much of the spiralizing as you do something that's a good size. You want it something about 4 inches tall, no more, so just cut it in pieces that are right. And what I'll do when you actually own this one and have it in your kitchen is send you a little, I think it's about a 4.5 to 5 minute video or YouTube on how to use it as well. So I think the other thing I was going to tell you, because of the water, your sauces are going to be a little different, and you can add things to kind of collect that water too. In this recipe that we're doing, which is a spiralized sweet potato enchilada skillet. So basically you're going to spiralize the onion and saute it a little bit. You're going to spiralize your sweet potatoes, and it takes about 6 or 7 minutes, and you're going to see sweet potatoes turn from the kind of a dull orange to a really bright, colorful orange. You're going to add beans, you're going to add corn, and then you're going to add your enchilada sauce. And this recipe calls for about 1.5 cups of corn chips. So what will the corn chips do to the extra liquid? Absorb it. So you'll get a really good consistency for your casserole. So this is delicious. I'm so glad Gidget picked this one. Is there anyone that doesn't like vegetables? You guys are all like vegetables. I can't tell you how many shows I've done in the last 2 to 3 weeks when people say, just not loving the vegetables. Guess what? I've seen them go back for seconds on this one.
Nice.
So it's definitely a recipe that your family is going to love too. So let's get finished with this recipe. The other thing about spiralizing I want to tell you is in some grocery stores now, they actually sell packages of spiralized noodles. And I think it costs about $6 for a package.
Wow.
So your 2 sweet potatoes, how much would they cost in the store?
Wow.
Less than $1.
Yeah.
We'll give you 10 to 12 cups of spiralized noodles. So you're saving money, you're eating more healthy. We're going to give you all kinds of support materials. The other thing I love is you get a bigger volume. You know, it feels like you're not on a diet when you're eating something that's so colorful. So I need someone to help do spiralizing. So come on up.
All right.